Do 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 do. Yes, indeed. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. 'Tis I. I'm sorry I have been so inconsistent in letting you know what my schedule is. I don't really know how to let you know, and I don't know till I get home at night. Then all of a sudden I'm too tired to do anything because I've been been working and rehearsing with a lot of people. Trying not to get COVID again. I'm sure that's going to be a folly. And let me see, what am I doing here? And and not able to contact, get home at night, and just too tired to do anything. I mean, I have a little post-COVID tiredness on top of everything else. So I haven't been able to be in contact with you, and I haven't been able to plan, and yet I miss really seeing everybody. And I saw that special that you're talking about, Stephen, about Ron Carter was really quite something. It's really, it was extremely insightful. I've known Ron for 50 years. I've worked with him up, on numerous recording sessions and stuff like that, concerts, and he surely deserves every bit of that acclaim and coverage because he's done it. Let me see if I can make Bill a little bigger. But so does Bill Crow. Bill Crow is a very important person in his business. Also, as is Trof. Now, Trof, just take it easy. We know you're important. Okay, thank you. We don't want to make you less important. We're just a little smaller. Trick or treat. So he said trick, and he took your tooth out. Well, I've had my share of teeth taken out. And so what to do is you fork over many thousands of dollars, and they'll put in crowns for you. And then as you get older, then the roots and the crowns start to go, and then you've got some problems. But it's because I think teeth were built to go maybe 55, 60 years. And after that, you're on your own. And you've got to... Yes, Trof says hello. Why, hello, Stephen. How are you? Do I hear an imposter? Is there an imposter here someplace? Oh, hi, it's me. Very gold. What happened to my gold sheen? There's Bill Crow. Look at Bill. Playing that bass. Which is a beautiful instrument. Anyway, I apologize for not letting you know my schedule. And now my schedule is going to get even worse till the beginning of November because I have to go out to California from time to time. My brother is not well at all. And I've got to take care of him. I've got to help take care of him. And so in his honor, I'm not going to be doing. I'm not just not going to be doing the show much in November until the situation is settled with him because it's on my mind, and I have a lot to do. He and I were, very close. We were very close brothers. We grew up playing banjos together and playing in bands and duos and stuff, and we played a ton of music together over our lifetimes. And we were very close. And it's the coup de grace is coming. And he's not having a recovery. He's not having a recovery. He's chosen not to have a recovery because he can't. He can't. So, we have to take care of all that. And he really can. He's got too many serious illnesses. He's had asthma all his life. He can barely breathe. I'm not going to go into details, but it's the way it is. And so he has chosen his departure date, and I have to help him with that. So, yep. The Bill Crow. Hello, Bill. How are you? You like your picture? It's the same one. I've got all the new pictures, but I still like this one the best. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to be doing less shows, much less, until such time as I can get that straightened out. I've been working very hard on my what have I been working on my show, and recently I've stopped working on it, which bothers me. I've kind of lost the thread. I'm about 9 songs in, and I rehearsed today with a fellow named Jeff Harner, who's a very, very good singer and sort of, I hate to call him a cabaret performer, but because that to me lessens the seriousness of what he does. He's a great singer, and he had his whole book memorized totally. In other words, his dialogue, and that is indeed what I'm trying to do. And so I'm working hard on that. It's got to be done, and I have to work at it, and I have to take care of my brother, and have to take care of stuff. So. I'm going to spend most of November probably involved in this. And I don't know how to, I wish there were some way I could just announce that I will be on tonight. But on YouTube, I don't see a way to do that. If anybody knows a way to do that, I don't have it. So, I mean, I can't send a message, I can't send a note to subscribers. I just don't know how to do that. And I've looked any number of times, and they give you no information about how to do that. The only thing I've thought about was to start the live stream about a half an hour ahead of time so everybody gets notified of it, and then that's what I'll do. That's the only thing to do. Instead of 6:55, I'll start at 6:30 and just play music and just have a picture of it, and then go live. Well, that's live also, but just, and then start at 6:55 when I can do it. Because I know that our COVID community is very important to all of us, and it is certainly to me. I've had a great time being involved in this, and I don't want it to stop, but I can't do it every night. I don't have the time anymore. Since I started getting back and working, I mean, tomorrow night I'm at this little place, Bread and Wine, on 92nd Street in Lex. A great little place to play music with some wonderful people. Wednesday afternoon, going to be at the what do you call it? At the museum of the Folk Art Museum, American Folk Art Museum. Thursday, I'm rehearsing all day. Oh no! And then Thursday, I'm at I'm at Ornithology in Brooklyn, and with Ray Gallen, wonderful piano player. And Friday night, not exactly sure where I am Friday night, but I know I'm playing something. I can't remember where it is. Saturday night is yet undetermined, but that something will crop up for that. And we can always use the income from it, so we do it. That's it. I do have a performance coming up on December 4th. December 6th, I'm having a birthday celebration at Birdland at 7 p.m. in the theater downstairs. I'm going to try to have Lou Marini, my son Michael, Wayne Escoffrey, and Jason Marshall playing horns, plus Vito Leschek and Tomoko Ono. So it'll be a septet. So if anybody wants to come to that, December 6th at Birdland, I'll be putting that on Facebook and stuff like that. And then, but the 2 days before that, I'm at Dizzy's with a show doing something for Deborah Grace Wiener, her one of her productions of music in New York, and she's such a good producer. and they want me to do the following selection. Yes, or I could pick. If I had time, I would edit reruns and put them on, but I can't. I don't have time to do it. I'm planning that for when I have a real period where I can just sit down and edit. The pictures of the last museum concert. Did I get those? Stephen, did you send them to me? Let me just look in my mail for a second and see if I did. Mail. Stephen Goldberg. Let me just take a look. Do did do 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 did do 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 do. Goldberg. 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 Oh, come on. Suddenly everything I've never wanted to do pops up on the screen. Oh, be sure to do this. Be sure to do that. Judy Newmack, St. Peter's. Stephen Goldberg commented. New Judy Newmack, St. Masterworks, Bach. Running to Jazz, Polly for Jazz. Senator Culper, Brianna. Commented. What happens when you get new Monterey upcoming live stream from Birdland, Quick, Atlanta, Remembering Ramsey Lewis, Stephen Goldberg. I don't know when you sent it. I can't find it. Stephen, when did you send those pictures? How come I didn't see it? Because I was just not seeing them. So anyway, the great Deborah Grace Wiener on December 4th at Disney's asked me to do a song. It's a show of Berlin music. Not music from Berlin, but by the composer. I guess you knew that. And I chose to do one that I've been doing on my show here. And I just said, well, now I'm going to learn it for sure. And now I'm going to do it for sure. Because although I can't do the introduction to it that I'd like, because it's not in the spirit of what they're trying to do there, but this song has always struck me as kind of a rude little piece, because in this song the guy is trying to trick this woman's partner into running away so he can dance with her and steal her away. Now I know how people do things. I know about all that. I know about that stuff. Coffee, here's to you. Yummy. I'm convinced what I really like about coffee is the half and half. But let's just see how we fix the microphones. Anything working here? Yeah, a little loud, isn't it? But in this song, written by Irving Berlin, guy's trying to steal a guy's date, or his girlfriend, or his lover, or something. It's really kind of... I don't know what key it's supposed to be in. My best key, I haven't figured that one out yet. fortunate man. Same fortune, same fortunate man. I think I get the melody correct too. Must you dance? Every dance with the same, with the same fortunate man. Fortunate man with the same fortunate man. You have danced with him since the music began. Won't you dance? Won't you change partners and dance with me? Now, see, what I was thinking about was dance class when I was young. My mother put me in dance class at a Church of Redeemer, a very waspy affair. We were Catholics, so there was even that. But at the Church of Redeemer, when I was 8 and 9 years old, dancing with all these, maybe I was older than that. Hopefully I was older than that. Maybe I was 11 or 12. I must have been older. 10. It must have been 12, 13, 11, 12, something like that. I look back at it now very fondly. But you changed partners. But not when a guy's out with his girlfriend or his lover. You don't change partners that quick, Irving. I mean, it makes me nervous. I can feel a fight coming up. Forever and fortunate man. You have danced with him since the music began. Da-da-doo-da. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Change partners and dance with me. Now that's just too low. So maybe. Must you dance? Every dance with the same fortunate man. You have danced with him since the music began. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Must you dance quite so close with your lips touching his face? Can't you see I'm longing to be in his place? Won't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out, and while you're alone, I'll tell the waiter you're wanted. I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted. I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since ever since. I have to translate everything. Heaven. Yeah, that's it. Every day. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven heaven knows when, heaven knows when, ever since heaven knows when. Ooh, down, won't you change partner with change partners, and then you may never want to change partners again. Now that's chutzpah, but he believes in himself. I'm all for believing in yourself, but that's dangerous. That guy's going to come back from the telephone. He's going to be mad, and if he's not a nice guy, it could get ugly. I'm just being reasonable. I'm just being realistic here. I mean, what kind of gentleman were we talking about? Must you dance every dance with the same? Must you dance every dance with the same fortunate man? You have danced with him since the music began. Since the music, won't you dance? Change partners and dance with me, please dance with me. Must you dance quite so close? It's her business, it's their business. With your lips touching his face. Won't you change partners, and then you may never want to, never want to change partners again, never want to change partners again. You have danced with him since the evening began, since it began. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Can't you see I'm longing to be in his place? Yes, we get it. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out. Ask him to sit this one out. And while you're alone, tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on. I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on. Heaven knows, heaven knows, heaven knows when. Won't you change partners and dance with me? You may never want to change. You may never want to change partners. Never want to change partners. You may never want to change partners again, 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 again. You may never want to change again. So I'm starting it in E flat. Maybe I should start it in F. Won't you dance? I'll have to get a key for it. Well, that will be my project, and I'll be singing that forever. I'll be singing that song for a while. I can see that because I like it. It's fun. And as I was singing, I was thinking, what does that mean to me? Maybe when I was dancing with somebody, guys would come and interrupt and mess up my scene a little bit. You know, hey, let's dance. You know, I could be very jealous back when I was 12, but that was fun when I was 12. I'm trying to think, did I like those? I was mostly scared. At 12, you know, you're getting to know girls and you're dancing with them, and they're shy and you're shy. It's not easy. And it was at the Church of the Redeemer. Beautiful church. It was, you know, idyllic in a way. Couldn't have been waspier in Baltimore, in northern Baltimore. And it was fun. The next thing I'm going to do is to update my website. It's so much work, but I've got to do it because people really want to know, and I've got a lot of stuff coming up, and I've got to do it. So I'm going to take jlenhart.com and update it because I think the last gig I've got there is pre-COVID or something like that. Yeah. And Bill just sent me. Right, and I've been reading it since 1983, and it's hilarious. It's great. And I'm trying to think of any. I quickly forget. I forget things that happen to me on gigs, but so much happens that if I use my imagination, I can easily come up with one a week. Just things that people say to you. People ask you, are you a live musician? I like that one. People walk in and you're walking with a bass. Are you a live musician? But there's more to it than that. I mean, people say adorable things. people with me always talk about the bass and what do you got in there, your mother-in-law, a bazooka? Depends on their point of view in life. I tilt back and forth and it helps my back feel better. Zoo-da-doo-dee-dee, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yes, we've all been reading that column for 40 years, 41 years. And we will continue to read it. Either in June or July. Thanks, Stephen. I'll take a look. June or July this year. Do you have it? Is it? If I look under Stephen Goldberg, it will. Yeah. I mean, what else is going to be? I heard that somebody asked him, "Where are you living now, Bill?" And he says, "Mostly in the past." But that's even. I think I'll start tonight and work backwards. Yes, in my old age, I should start paying attention to what people say. On gigs. And the musicians, the things that musicians say are just the craziest thing. There was a saxophone player who must remain nameless. He was a club date saxophone player. And he had a fictitious Tuesday night big band rehearsal. And guys would use that to, I don't know, get out of the house. It was go out drinking, who knows, but they used it as a way to get out of the house for 4 hours on a Tuesday night and just carry on. And many of them did, until one day, one of the guy's wives called up the house where the rehearsal was supposed to be, and the saxophone player's wife answered, and she said, "Hello, my husband is rehearsing there. Could you tell him I need to speak to him?" And his wife said, "No, there's no rehearsal here." She blew the top off the whole thing. Oh my. You're only going to get away with these things for so long, and then they come back and get you. If I could play the saxophone. He said, "Sure." I said, "It's funny, I never could before." Oh, Stephen, you're an old soul. I know what I'm going to do. I am going to start my I'll probably can do 1 or 2 nights. I can probably do what I've been doing here. I can probably stream once or twice a week. And what I'll do is I'll play music from like 6:15, and then we'll go live at 6:55. And that way I think your YouTubes will untie your YouTubes, and maybe we'll find a new system of doing this. I'd love to be able to rehearse my show too. I'd like to do that. Maybe I can get Tomoko over here from time to time, and we'll just do a video of it and put it on. That's a good idea. Because I've got to rehearse with her. Okay, listen, I am going to go, and here's a song that I'm going to do in the show. I'm going to do it as a fast, not fast, but I'm going to do it as a samba. Oh, there's no songs in there. Jeez. Let me take a look and see if I can find some songs. Ever since I had that problem, my songs have not been accurate. I need to go into the C and look up Jay's recordings. Jay's recordings. Jay's records. I think, no, that's not it. Jay's recordings. That's not enough of them. Jay's songs, that's nice. I like that. Do 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 do. I can't. Let me see. I'm just looking for, Jay albums. Now, isn't that a likely place to find it? Okay, Jay albums. So you would think that Salamander Pie would definitely be in there. Okay, let's just duplicate that. So I don't know how it works, but let's duplicate it. And then I'll put all the tracks Well, they're not popping up, so I'll just play it directly from here. Here's the one. Here, this song is going to be on the show. It's a slow bossa nova. This won't be the tempo of it.
I've been thinking about my dear old Uncle Jim, a man who led a sad and lonely life. He drank too much and he never finished much of what he started. Divorced his only wife. He was my father's only brother. Don't you know my mother? She never cared for Jim. 'Cause he drank too much, divorced his wife. He never went to church once his whole life. They did not want us growing up like him. But to speak in his behalf, the man could joke, the man could laugh, and he brought joy into my life. What did I care if he drank too much or never finished nothing? Divorced his only wife. He and my father, see, they shared their similarities, but in most ways they was like day and night. My father was industrious, he earned himself a fortune. Jim just liked to drink and ride. Jim was young, he went to working on the local papers, reporting on the hot news of his day. But then somewhere along the line, quit his job, changed his mind. And why he'd never say. He went to work teaching English at the local high school, selling life insurance on the side. He ended up selling life insurance to his friends. He was the only one who had none when he died. When he
Oops.
I've been thinking about my dear old Uncle Jim,
Sorry about that.
a man who led a sad and lonely life. He drank too much and he never finished much of what he started. Divorced his only wife. He was my father's only brother. Don't you know my mother? She never cared for Jim.
Oh well, gets too crazy. Try. Sorry about that. Every time I touch another song, it starts over again.
I've been thinking about my dear old Uncle Jim, a man who led a sad and lonely life. He drank too much and he never finished much of what he started. Divorced his only wife. He was my father's only brother. Don't you know my mother? She never cared for Jim. 'Cause he drank too much, divorced his wife. He never went to church.
Well, having too much trouble. Every time I touch another song, it stops playing. So we'll just choose another one. Here's a good one. Here's a nice touching little ballad.
Well, you beat my dog, you eat my frog, you drink up all my gin. You bathe the moon and you sleep till noon and you never tell me where you been. I buy you clothes, I fix your nose, I steal you ruby rings. You break the rules, you pee in pools, you do outrageous things. Woman, I lie, I cheat, I steal, I cry for you, woman. Woman, I'd lay down my life and die for you, woman. Oh, you take my car, you drive so far, you come back with a tank on E. Your hair all messed and you half dressed and you just look at me. You're out all night, you come in tight, you fall down on my bed. There you lay for all the next day, for all I know, you're dead. Woman, I lie, I cheat, I steal, I cry for you, woman. Woman, I'd lay down my life and die for you, woman. But now listen, friend, this has got to end. We got to have ourselves a talk. Things got to change or rearrange, or somebody gonna take a walk. Now I ain't one to put down fun, but this time you're gone too far. You smoke my hash, you spend my cash, who the hell you think you are? 'Cause you beat my dog, you eat my frog, you drink up all my gin. You bathe the moon and you sleep till noon and you never tell me where you been. I don't know why I even tried to change the status quo. 'Cause you break the rules, you pee in pools. Still I love you so, pretty baby, still I love you so. Pretty baby, still I love you so. Pretty baby, still I love you so.
All right, good night, you all. I'll start the next show well in advance of 6:55, like maybe an hour early or something like that, so you have a chance to know. I will see you later. Sorry for the broken schedule, but we'll still be getting together. So everybody think of stuff they want to talk about. And I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.